Welcome to the Confabulation, where on this show, I talk to you about the world of geek that encompasses comic books, Transformers, gaming, tech, and more. I am your host, Eman, and on today's show, the 40th anniversary of the Transformers, the movie is being re-released in fabulous 4K this fall. We're going to talk a little bit about that right there. Transformers number 32, the Energon Universe comic book by Robert Kirkman and current artist Jason Howard. I have feelings. I love this comic book series. I have feelings. We're going to talk about that. And people who collect figures, the HasLab Lio Kaiser is now in people's hands. And we're going to talk a little bit about why that was so sought after. And who's Lio Kaiser? We're going to talk a little bit about that because not everyone knows who that is. I had to do a little bit of research myself to figure out who Lio Kaiser was. I didn't get to watch those cartoons growing up. So that's part of the Japanese Transformers continuity right there. So we're going to talk a little bit about that later on today. And of course, like I've mentioned on my social media posts, today we have a giveaway. Giveaways always happen here on the Confabulation. Every time you come over to the Confabulation, you have a chance to win something. And last week I wasn't here. I had a dentist appointment. I couldn't make it. So because I didn't give away a comic capsule last week, I'm going to give away 2 of them this week. And I got new colors this week, my friends. That's right. So comic capsules are going out. We have red, blue, purple, and yellow. I added a couple of more colors here thanks to my friends over at Comic Capsule. Make sure you guys, you know what? Hold on. Let's talk about this real fast. Let's go ahead and bring this up real fast because they are a channel sponsor. ComicCapsule.com. Make sure you guys head on over to ComicCapsule.com and enter code EMAN10 for 10% off your Comic Capsule order. Of course, it can't be used in conjunction with other promotions. Matter of fact, right now they have a Memorial Day promotion going on. I believe they have a 20% off sale going on this weekend. But outside of that, next time you guys order from Comic Capsule, make sure you guys use code EMAN10 for 10% off your Comic Capsule. Or just come by and hang out here every Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and get a chance to win one of these right here. So 2 of these. Two. I'm giving away 2 of these today right here. Also, to help out the channel, if you ever order any Transformers, make sure you guys head on over to showsystore.com and hit that sign in, create an account, and then hit your support your favorite reviewer there. Enter Eman as your favorite reviewer. A little bit of your purchases do come to the channel. It does help us out. So thank you so much for doing that and thinking about it. And on top of that, we also have channel memberships. That's right. Legends, Commander, and Masterpiece class channel memberships that we have here on the channel. 99 cents is just a nice way to support the channel. You get loyalty badges, emojis, and membership only polls, which I've been throwing up on my YouTube channel recently. Commander class, you get all of that. Plus, I'm going to be doing early access to some of my videos. I'm probably going to be the unboxing videos I feel like should go directly to the Commander and Masterpiece classes. So in the future, my future unboxings will be membership only, and then I'll be doing some members only live streams as well in the future. And then of course, Masterpiece class, you guys get all of that. Plus, you get a little bit of a discount on my shop, as well as being eligible for monthly giveaways. That is the one that I really hope you guys do check out. I'm going to be giving away with the Masterpiece size class. I'm going to be giving away, honestly, at first, it's going to be items for my collection, some Legend scale class figures, some other figures, and of course, depending on how many members I get, the prize will definitely increase. But at first, it's going to be some smaller figures as well as comics with Comic Capsule. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me just show you guys now. Because I have an itch. To show you guys what you can win with those memberships. And even if you are a Transformer only collector, you're going to want in on this. So a few things I'm going to be giving away for those masterpiece class tiers. This Transformers #1 Battle Sea Station. This is an England only exclusive. I got one for you. See, what else? Oh, a Mark Spears signed Megatron comic. This is gonna go in a future monthly membership, and I want you. I'm showing you guys this right now because I want you guys in on it. Another Mark Spears Devastator foily right there, signed by Mark Spears. So there's a few things. Oh, this one's dope. This one's, you guys want to know this one. And then I also have this one's sick. A Devastator cover by Red Code. That's going to go into a feature membership, as well as figures and some extra things I'll throw in there for you guys. So don't worry about that. So these are some of the items that you can win in the masterpiece tier of the membership. Just wanted to talk that up right there. So if you guys can join, it helps us out, helps the channel out. And the more people that join, the better the prize. Eventually, I might be able to give away a masterpiece size figure if enough members come and join. That would be pretty awesome now, wouldn't it? That definitely would be the achievement that we are going for. A little bit of music. All right, let's take forward with that right there. Let's go ahead and move to the chat. I have comic issues. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, Bryant. Welcome to the show. Big Easy One. Happy Friday. What's going on? JSS Brooklyn. Beautiful member of the community, of the comic book community. He's hanging out right here. Jonathan Rose in the house. Hello, everyone, he says. Cynical Banana. Howdy, folks. Big, and I will say this. Cynical Banana, and I've said it before, Cynical Banana was my first masterpiece membership. And I didn't want to cheat him out. So I did send him a thank you prize package, for the month of May that he should be receiving next week. So Cynical Banana, keep an eye out. There's some things coming. There's cardboard and plastic coming your way, sir. So keep an eye out on that right there. Let's talk about it. T3PK, some of the Transformer folks are in here. What's going on? Yeah, what's up, everyone? What's going on? JSS Brooklyn, a solid Energon reading starter list to help out. I don't know what you're doing there. You just start from the beginning. Just start from the beginning. You know what, JSS Brooklyn, that's what I got to do. I got to make sure that I give you moderator status, my friend, so you can start posting links for me while you're out there. Everyone's saying hello. Mr. Horton's in the house. I believe that's who I see. Look. But you throw me off. Iacon Phoenix, Mr. Horton person threw me off. I was like, wait a minute, which one is this? I figured it out thanks to Jonathan. Jonathan told us. Everyone's saying hello. Ryan Riley's in the house. What's up, Eman? What's up, Ryan, man? Thank you so much for coming by and kicking it. Issues, my friend. Issues. Eman, you are wrong. The show starts at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think I said 3 p.m. Eastern, my friend. Adjust accordingly. Digger Jim's in the house. Digger Jim. Hi, everyone. Digger Jim says, Jim, see you in a few. Yes, sir. Everyone's saying hello. Those are awesome, bro. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Appreciate it. Random Reads Kevin. Hey, all. Random Reads in the house. Look at this. He is so nice. He did it twice. My boy, JSS Brooklyn in the house. New member. I appreciate. I got something for you. I got a little something for you, my friend. Look, you know what? New member in the house. Let's go ahead and give you this right here. Now I'm gonna do that again. You know why? Because he did it twice. There. I'm gonna give you the other one too, JSS Brooklyn. There, because you did it twice there. I love it. Thank you so much for that, my friend. That really means a lot. It means a lot to me that you do this. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. That's super awesome of you. Actually, I did. I did have to do it. I needed to say thank you to my first. to my first member. You know, big props and big shout out to you, my friend. Everyone's saying hello. Do you use the Hoopla app, JSS? No, sir. First I heard of it. There, answered for you there, Bryant. Answered for you. Well, thank you everyone for coming by and hanging out, you know, for this lunchtime nerdy show that I have started not too long ago. And I appreciate everyone coming by and hanging out. And for those who are watching on the rewind, to you too, thank you. You too can join and be a part of the membership. You might not be here for the live on Fridays, but you can definitely watch the rewind and hang out and hear what's going on in this brain right here. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and get into the show and tell portion. Let's get the show and tell portion out of the way. Every week we head on over to the LCS. We wait for our Amazon packages. We wait for USPS or UPS to come by and drop off packages. And this week, I'm pretty sure you got packages. So did I. So let's go ahead and get into Inventory Unlocked. Not too many things I want to show you guys this week. However, I do have some stuff. On the comic book side wise, I went ahead and picked up a back to Kickstarter from a few fellas that I met on a Kickstarter interview show that was hosted by my friend Katie, I believe, K-pop Junkie, and she said, go ahead and back these guys up. And I said, you know what, Katie, I trust your judgment. I'm going to go ahead and back these guys up. Let me go ahead and show this right here to you guys real fast. So I went ahead and backed up this thing called Monster Mash #2. It's an ongoing horror comedy set in the 80s. And these are from a couple of creators that are from Sacramento, California, which is only about 90 minutes away from me. So I went ahead and headed over to the Kickstarter, backed them up. And I got a few items from them, and those items came in. Just wanted to show you real fast. They're Kickstarter. If you guys are into backing some comics, there's a good one to do. And I got these right here, Monster Mash issue #1. And then I got issue #2 and these two variant covers right here. This is from Carlos and Edgar. I want to call them Martinez. I don't think it's Martinez. Is it the Martinez brothers? Let me double check. Yeah, Martinez brothers. And this is supposed to be very Stranger Things-esque. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and back you guys up. And sometimes sometimes I just want to back up something that's fun. You know, people have their own projects, and some of them sound interesting enough for me to say, here's some of my money. I'll give it to you, so that way you can send me something entertaining. Sticking with the comics front, these are comics that I need to complete runs or continue on because I fell behind. So Geiger #21, I stopped reading Geiger because I needed this. Matter of fact, all of these comics I stopped reading because I needed these specific comics. Another Geiger. I think this is Geiger 22 right here. And I just picked up a bunch of variants, not because I wanted the variants, but because I need to read those to continue on. And the variants were the only ones available. So that's what this is right here. I was missing, I believe this is Exquisite Corpses #9, either 7 or 9. I had to stop because I didn't pick one of them up. This cover right here is pretty cool. Again, no real reason as to why I picked up this variant cover other than if I don't finish reading this run, I'm going to just lose my mind and I'm going to throw these comic books away. So I said, forget it. Let me just get one that looks like this. I don't even know which cover this is. I just picked it up. Wind, Power of the Blood, #4. I stopped reading at #3 because I didn't have 4. However, I have 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come on, adjust. I really enjoyed this. This is very YA-ish, very young adultish right here. And Michael Dialynis's art, as well as James Tynan's writing with this one right here, gives it like a fantastical feel to it about a boy who's pretty much the last of his own, the last of his people. And of course, he has superpowers. Super magical, super whimsical. Really enjoyed that one. If anything, anyone who knows James Tynan, it can get all over the place. This one feels probably the most normal out of his writing, which is probably something that I really enjoyed. Like I said, fantastical and whimsical. If you haven't read Wind, I honestly suggest you guys pick that up. And then the final comic book right here, Redcoat number 16. I needed this right here. I'm telling you guys, I'm a little behind. So if anything, if you guys are reading comic books, you guys are looking for a fun read, Redcoat. Redcoat is hilarious. And if you guys jump on Redcoat, then you'll probably want to jump in on the Ghost Machine universe, which is a universe that was created by Jeff Johns here on the Image imprint right here. Definitely worth checking out. If you don't want to look at anything else, Redcoat is the one that I would recommend you guys pick up. Hilarious. That's all I got. It's hilarious. It's fun. I really enjoyed that one right there. Let's go back. Let's go back to the chat. Everyone's saying hi. Oh, okay. So that's what that is. That's what that app is. That way you can read comics using the library card. Okay. K-pop is awesome. Love her. I love her. I love Katie. She's a awesome member of the comic book community, 100%. Erica Wayne in the house. I started collecting Transformer figures back in 2019 when my nephew was born, and since then been getting them so that he could have a happy childhood. But I also have been enjoying them recently. See, that's the thing. You're supposed to enjoy them. And I'm glad that you are. Well, welcome in. Welcome in here, Erica. I'm glad to see you coming by and hanging out here. I got the MPG 17KO on Wednesday, and it really is solid. No issues at all aside from the axe shield. Can't handle the extended straight. Feels like it's gonna snap. Not gonna lie, Cynical Banana, I actually skipped out on the MPG 17. There was just something about it that didn't look right to me, and I love all of my Optimus Prime figures. Just that one was a little wonky, and I'm like, let me wait for people to say something about it. But I'm glad to hear that so far everyone who has said anything about the MPG 17 Optimus Prime, they're enjoying it. And I know you got the KO. A lot of the times the KOs, the knockoffs, end up fixing the problems that the original figure has. So I'm honestly glad to hear that you're enjoying that one, my friend. They have thousands of other comics from all of the publishers. This is from the app that Bryant here is talking about, I believe. I want to find Red Lantern comics. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find them out there. You might need to order them. You might not find them at your LCS, but they're out there. I promise you. I'm on the wrong platform. It doesn't matter. I'm on YouTube, Ryan. I think that's okay. You're here. You're communicating. I see. Everyone sees it. You're fine. Don't worry about it. K-pop. Yep, that's it right there. You know what? I gotta throw in JSS. I gotta make sure JSS has got a blue. Wait, do you have a blue wrench JSS? I forgot. Oh, you do. He's already a mod. That's all right. See, click on the link if you guys want to follow someone who really supports independent artists, writers, and pencilers, artists, and things like that. Katie always interviews people from Kickstarter to, pretty much just kind of give them a boost, help them out. She loves talking to a lot of the Kickstarter artists. So give her a follow, you guys. Give her a follow. She's amazing. I love the Legacy Armada. That one's pretty dope. That's one I don't have it. I've been looking at right there. That one's actually pretty dope. Hey, Bob boy, hey, you made it. Like Icon Files, you guys make sure to follow my friend the Icon Files here. He goes live whenever he goes live, and he loves showing off his figures. And I believe he has a show every Monday, right? Is that right, Mike? Let me know. Let everyone know, because I know you have a schedule. I believe it's at 7 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. But let us know, because I know you get in with the realm of collectors and some of the other folks in the Transformer community. So just let us know exactly what the schedule is like right there. Hey, not me. What's going on? Hello. So here's the Hoopla app that Issues is referring to. Boom, right there. If you guys are looking to read comics online, I think that is the way to go. And it looks like it's in the App Store as well. Thank you, my brother. Yes, Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, but I also go live whenever I can for unboxing. See, and whenever he does unboxings, I'm able to catch him, and it's really fun to see him smile and have a good time. He's like, look what I got, guys. This is what's going on. Continuing on with inventory unlocked, a few more things I want to show you. That was really on the shelf about showing this off to you guys, and I said, you know what, let me just do it because I got impatient, and I don't think I'm going to do a review or unboxing for these unless you guys want to know my thoughts on them, even though I've already opened them up. But I went ahead and ordered a new age sound blaster. So for some of you guys who don't know, this is a black and in some continuities a cloned version of Soundwave. And now Sound Blaster does have the tapes. He does have Frenzy in here. If you can see in his chest, I have Frenzy in there. This guy is more of a mercenary. He's got a little bit of a different attitude. He actually, in some continuities, he's more of like the criminal underground kind of a guy right here, kind of a character right there. So he was interesting. And if you guys had seen any of my Temu videos, I actually ordered what I thought was a masterpiece size version of that, but they sent me a cheap legend scale version of that. And I said, you know what? Let me just get a good legend scale version of a Sound Blaster. So I went over to showzstore.com, my spot to go pick up Transformers, and picked up this new age Sound Blaster, which I'm loving. Of course, I'm going to probably get, I'm going to get the Soundwave version. And if you're thinking about, well, why don't I have the Autobot counterpart to that? Keep an eye out because I have a Temu video for you for people who are asking that question right there coming up shortly within the next couple of weeks. So it's going to answer that question. Did you get the Autobot version? That's all I can say. And then to round off my figures that I picked up, I ended up getting a new age 6-shot right here. This is a 6-changer. This guy right here transforms robot, car, gun, animal. I'm pretty sure a ramen bowl and probably like a lawnmower or something like that. But I wanted him to go with the Ultra Magnets that I have in this. Actually, let me show you because I have them right here. So I have like a bunch of legend scale figures underneath my monitor right here. And I was like, you know what? I got this Ultra Magnus and I know him in 6-shot had an issue. I think they're the ones that are more. So I says, forget it. Let me just get it. So I have the Ultra Magnus from New Age. That's a different color right there. But then I also have the 6-shot New Age. So those are the things that I recently picked up that came into the household recently here at the House of the Confabulation. That's it for this week's inventory unlocked. Do me a favor. Let me know exactly what you guys thought about some of these pickups. You guys have any questions? You know, what are your thoughts on legend scale figures? Are you even going to read some of the comic books that I showed you? Why am I behind? I don't know. I'm behind. That's all I know. Very, very, very much far behind. I also recently finalized collecting the oh, you got the 13 primes. That's awesome. That is dope. I know a lot of people were hunting for those 13 primes. Are all 13 out? I thought there's still a few more that we're waiting for. But we'll see how that goes. Just definitely go KO on the MPG-17. It has more diecast and working lights. Oh, see, look, this is the bad influence I was talking to you one time about, my friend, because you guys definitely, you guys are the reason why I picked up the Hertz. You guys are the reason why I picked this up. But no regrets. This thing is absolutely amazing. This Technobot from Bingo Toys is fabulous, and I'm glad that folks in the community said you need to get it, otherwise you're gonna miss out. And the FOMO hit me, and it's because of them. But I got it. I didn't miss out. I love it, and I love it. Oh, look at this! The $2 super chat. Blessings to the world of Geek, my boy Mike. Right, hold on. Let me go ahead and get this going for you. Thanks. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I only wish I had known they were going to release all the recolors this soon, or as well. Or I'd probably waited for the SG or Tune version. I probably would. I'm a sucker for the SG version myself. I'm a big sucker for that shattered glass version. And yeah, I hear you. Speaking of Soundwave, I have my own Soundwave shrine. Recently added Studio Series 86, the cosplay helmet, and a cute, marketable plushie I saw on Etsy that I immediately went, shut up and take my money. Like, look, Erica is just like, she's like, I'm going to get this. I don't care. This is cute and fluffy, and I need my Soundwave shrine, and she's building it. I love it. I love it. Love that Ultra Magnus. Yeah, it's pretty dope. I kind of want to get something different because this is the colors on it a little bit more teal, and it's something where I'm like, it's cool, but I kind of want to get like the color, the cartoon colors. You are more caught up in your reading than I am. You should see my stack. I counted like I think 32 comics upstairs, Brian, and I didn't even pick up this week's comics. I didn't. What's going on? 22, what it do? That's my boy 22. That's my boy 22. It's beautiful. Yes, please check him out. Please. Getting 2 copies of that. Look at that. Afterburner is on the way. That's right. We have Afterburner from Bingo, and then we have Nose Cone from Magic Square. And Fans Toys is releasing theirs too. So that's everyone's gonna have like choices. Like Computron just out of nowhere was just all of a sudden a thing. Everyone's saying hello. I am pressing spine ticks at work though. So I won't tell anyone. I didn't get to know we get videos. Yes, you do. You get videos. Everyone's saying, oh, look at this. Collecting is a problem. Didn't get that memo. This right here, this is Don Aguilio, cover artist for several Spawn issues, done work for DC, has done work for Marvel. You can actually find some of his work at your LCS if you look hard enough. Mr. Don Aguilio's hanging out. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming by and hanging out, man. Everyone's saying hello. Everyone there. Hello, 22. Hope you and the missus are well. That's right. What's up, 22? And look at this. Look at this gifting memberships over here. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks so much for the membership. Man, look at that. Now Ryan's a member. Man, thank you so much, Michael. Thank you. You know what? You know, because you gave us a new member. Yeah, look at that. You get little videos. All right, let's get into this right here. Don't have too much time. I only have an hour. This is supposed to be a lunchtime show. I'm supposed to be able to get through a bunch of stuff, you know, in an hour. And I feel like this hour is starting to run out right here. So let's go ahead and do this. I want to talk a little bit about something that's actually kind of bothered me in this week's The Drop. I need to talk to someone about this. Transformers number 32, the comic book. And yes, there's going to be spoilers in here because, well, if you haven't read it, then maybe like pause or, you know, put it on silent, you know, go ahead and mute everything, kind of look away, continue pressing comic books because I'm going to be talking spoilers in Transformers 32 right here. And I need this back and forth between you and I chat because, well, I got issues. Oh, wait, hold up. Let's talk about it. T3P came on board, Chris, right there with a $10 super chat. Oh my God, you guys are absolutely amazing. Let me throw this one out to you. Thank you. God, that means so much. You didn't have to do that, but thank you so much, Chris. That I've never gotten super chats. Today's the first time I've ever received a super chat. So thank you guys. Like, you guys are really making my day. Look at that. Look, Ryan's already messing around with the custom emojis there. Mute? LOL. Who's gonna mute this right here? Oh my God. You're a madman for doing that right there. Ooh, I can talk and press. Let's go. Transformers number 32. I have issues with this right here. They're all, and I'm going to run through this right here. I'm not going to like break down everything that happened in Transformers 32. Basically, Alita 1 and her team went to Cybertron. They are going to go in and fight the Decepticons. I'm still not exactly sure what she's trying to do here because they landed directly in the Decepticons part of Cybertron, or they're trying to sneak somewhere to retrieve parts for someone, or there was just, it felt like there was just too much crammed into this issue. I feel like there was too much crammed into this issue, and I love Transformers 32. I love Transformers, the Energon Universe right now. So a few things that I wanted to bring up with this one right here is that, of course, like, one question that I brought up in Transformers 19, I brought up a question in Transformers number 19. It's at the very back under the fan page area, Eman's World of Geek. It's there, trust me. And I asked Daniel Warren Johnson if he's going to be bringing any of the Transformers from any other universes into this, and he said not in my run. And then I started noticing that there have been, you know, some that have been coming in from other universes, like Bulkhead came from the Prime and Animated Universe. And now the Decepticons have their other universe Decepticons, because Transformers so far felt G1 inspired, but now we're seeing all the different universes. Decepticons had, the Decepticons had too many. I feel like Kirkman and Jason Howard just crammed too many in there because some of the designs just don't work with the designs of others. Now they have characters from the animated, from the Prime and the IDW continuity, but they had a lot. That kind of, it bothered me. I don't know why it bothered me as much, you know, but it did. Bumblebee could not even get a break. There's another thing that happened. Bumblebee's already dead. Why are you killing Bumblebee? What does Robert Kirkman have against Bumblebee? Why did you do this to Bumblebee? This is tragic. I don't get why you went ahead and did that. He's got a vendetta. So is he dead now? You know, and then now we get Alita Prime, who does something that I've only heard of, but apparently it comes from the Transformer novels, Exiles and Exodus, where the Matrix is now the ghost of the Starsaber. So the Matrix, very similar to, you know, like Avatar and stuff like that. You can go ahead and call back on the power of the previous primes, and they're doing a bunch of other stuff. And now in this case right here, she busts out the blazing sword, so to say, of the Energon Universe and starts kicking ass. Cool imagery, very shocking to me. I don't know if it was handled correctly. However, if you've seen a previous issue where Prime shows up in the Hall of Primes like as a ghost and trying to see something, you see Prime holding a variation of the Matrix Starsaber. I don't know how I feel about that. You know, it was, I feel with the current comic book run that it almost feels like they think that they're running out of ideas and they're just cramming a bunch of stuff in there. With Kirkman already writing like another comic that's coming out this summer, focused on Invincible, the TV show, I honestly don't want Kirkman driving the writing right now because he's handling Void Rivals and Transformers. And I think he should just be more of the architect of the Energon Universe and rely on the creative teams to handle his vision. Give them a blueprint for the story that he wants them to go in, but pull back a little bit because 32 felt crammed. I don't know. Let me know. What do you guys think? If you guys read Transformers number 32, let me know what you guys think. All right. Everyone's talking about this Bingo Toys. Bingo Toys is badass. And another tip. Oh my God. Thank you. You just want to see the videos, Mike. Okay, just for you. Just for you, all right? Another video right here for you. I got it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Kirkman is allergic to bees. That sucks. But it's not Bumblebee's fault. You're making sure Bumblebee doesn't speak. For real. There you go. If you guys want to look a little bit more into it right there, JS is Brooklyn dropping that link right there. Blazing Sword Voltron crossover. That could be interesting. Make sure you read Transformers currently right now, Cynical Banana, because yeah, she pretty much busted out a Blazing Sword and or the Matrix Sword of Omens to give her sight beyond sight. Kind of. And series finales. I think I'm with you on this one right here, Jonathan. I thoroughly enjoyed the Daniel Warren Johnson run. I am enjoying the current run right now with Robert Kirkman, and I do like a lot of the curveballs he's throwing at us in his arc. I just feel like they're not letting some of the ideas cook long enough before they are presented to us. You know, I like the little by little. I like how Bulkhead was introduced from Prime and from Animated. Cool, little by little. But then in this issue is like Acid Storm, Sunstorm, Black Arachnia, Octane. Like, it was just too much. Dial it back just a little bit. Brian LCS afternoon. All happy Friday. What it do? See, like, what it do? I like that, right? Look at easy light turns right there. Pops added greetings, comic fam. What's going on, Pops? Hope you're feeling better, my friend. Hope you're recovering. See, how's the arm? Everyone cares. Even there you go. Why do I see two lives at the same time? One is for the people who are using their phones and they're looking at it vertically, and then the other one is for the people who use it on the computer and like the horizontal look. That is why Kirkman has no balls if he doesn't introduce Thundercats into this universe. I don't care if they are dynamite. I am with you, 22. And to throw even more into that, I want to see the Silverhawks as well. And I want to see who the real fans of that one right there is. I'm not hating the Kirkman run, but DWJ was better. Yeah. I feel well, I'm gonna let Kirkman, cook for just a little bit more. I mean, he's only been into this for 7 issues, and we had, 24 issues of DWJ. So let's see what happens. I know towards the end of the DWJ run, a lot of people were kind of like, I loved it. I was really loving everything. It felt like a cartoon with DWJ. Kirkman is I think he's still trying to find his stride with that one right there. And I feel like after the Quintesson War on Void Rivals, I feel like that writing is going to get dialed back too. One is intended for mobile devices, indeed. Everyone's saying hello, fans. Yeah, look at that. What's funny is my TV is on vertical and phone is what? Why is your TV for? I don't want to know. I don't unless you have like a drive-through menu in your family room there, Jonathan. That's mind-boggling to me. That is mind-boggling right there. And everyone talking about Heroes Con is another Comic Con that a lot of the comic fans like going to in North Carolina. A lot of the comic book fans here in this chat are headed to North Carolina for quite possibly the greatest Comic Con ever. Better than New York Comic Con and better than San Diego Comic Con. And I've been to San Diego. Heroes Con is pure comics. So if you're into like comic books, comics, and artists, that's chef's kiss right there. That's the spot. Right there. about Transformers 32, you know, I still have feelings about it, but continue talking. Let me know what you guys think about Transformers 32, if you've read it, because I need help with it. I need help, not understanding, but maybe liking it. I don't know. Discuss amongst yourselves. And for those watching on the rewind, let me know down below in the comments, you know, what did you guys think about Transformers 32 if you've read it? And if you didn't read it and I spoiled everything for you, sorry, you know. All right, let's get into this right here. Week in Geek. There's a bunch of stuff that has happened over the last week that I want to discuss with you, and I picked out some of the more interesting topics that have come around my feed this week. So let's go ahead and get into the Week in Geek. Who's ready to relive their trauma, their childhood trauma, and who's ready to provide that same trauma to their children and or grandchildren? It was announced this week that Transformers, the movie, hold on, let's say that again. The Transformers, the movie is being re-released for its 40th anniversary. And this time it's coming out in 4K. 2 movie theaters this fall from September 17th to the 24th. I am excited. I am looking forward to that. I want to relive. No, I really don't want to relive that part right there, but I do want to see it again in the movie theaters. And even more so, my kids were like, Dad, are we going to go watch it? They asked me. Stupid question on their end, but the fact that they asked me, Dad, are we gonna go watch it? Yes, we are. So I'm definitely planning this trip right here. Well, it's not a trip because it's a local movie theater right here, but Transformer the movie 40th anniversary being re-released in 4K. I'm absolutely ecstatic for this. I want to see this again. I can watch it on YouTube. Not gonna lie, you can watch it on YouTube. I have the DVD at home, or here at home. But there's just something about the movie experience that you just cannot deny or take away. And especially if you go in with the right crowd. Don't expect going into this movie with a silent crowd. Matter of fact, I want all of you Transformer nerds to go to the movie. I want you to recite the lines. Oh, shit. It didn't even make a dent. I want everyone in on this. I want everyone who's watching this in the movie theater completely ruin it for someone who's never watched it because they have no business being there. It's for us fans that want to be there. I want everyone reciting lines. That's what I want. I want this like almost like Rocky Horror Picture Show-ish where people go in and just have like fun with the movie. And then walk out and just talk about how awesome that was, and then talk about your trauma, and then talk about the trauma with the kids. You know, that's what I want to see. I'm absolutely excited for this, and I can only imagine what the 50th anniversary is going to be like. 2 movies hitting 50, and it's still relevant. Star Wars and Transformers the movie, and they're pop culture icons. I'm looking forward to this right here. What about you guys? Let me catch up on the chat. Madam's in the house. Hello, madam. Even if Mark has to do a weekend. Okay. He's got to do a weekend at Bernie's thing with him. Sound is playing on TV using phone to call. I like that, Jonathan. Look at you. Like being innovative. Everyone's saying hello. Hello, madam. Thank you for being here. Yep, I completely soiled it for you. Right there. Okay, unmute. Yes. Okay, cool. Biggies. Yeah. Now you can come back. Everyone's saying hello. I really want to experience it in theater. Yeah. Damn, dude, it'd be so cool if we can just get like a group nerds together just to go in and watch. I'm probably gonna watch it like 3 times in the movie theater. Yup. Look at that. Cynical Banana's happy. It's coming back. Everyone's saying hello. Never seen it on the big screen, so super excited, especially in 4K. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to remix the sound too, so that way it's in like Dolby digital surround sound. And I'm not talking about just like the regular basic, 7 speaker. I'm talking about Atmos. I'm talking about the 126 speakers all around the movie theater. I'm wondering if they can do that also. That would be super dope to me. That would be super dope to me. Do you not know what a gel you are yet? Pretty sure there's a conversation going on somewhere over there. I just kind of interrupted. I still function. With it's the Decepticon sign right there. Wanna bet? Open, damn it, open. Yeah, see? I want everyone in there reciting lines. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to ruin it for people. Transformers re-release right there. There's the link right there, dropped from JS's Brooklyn. If you guys don't know much about it, that's the link for you right there. Click on it, head there, take a look into it, see what's going on. Hard to sit and see the Transformer costumes. Very true, Steph. Very true. But there's a way to kind of like, twist things around. Just watch it at home, sit 9 feet from 120 screen, or VR. Or VR. That'd be a good way to watch it. Oh, see, now you do have a group of friends there. Geek, yes. Madam, yes. This coming from our Queen Geek. Our Queen Geek. And then I wanted to talk to you guys about this Lio Kaiser right here. For those of you who don't know, Lio Kaiser comes from the Japanese cartoon, the Japanese G1 cartoon. And a lot of people went in and purchased this thing or backed it up. So HasLab is a way for you. It's basically Hasbro's Kickstarter for their figures. And they do this for a lot of like their big things. They did it for Unicron. They did it for a few other figures. They did it for the Omega Prime. Now they did it for the Lio Kaiser, which is again from a G2 line. And people put in their backing last year at around February is when the backing started. And I think they hit their goal by March or April. And so people have been waiting for this to come through at $300. From what I've seen, it still has a very G1 aesthetic, but it seems like there's like a good amount of articulation, and a lot of people were super happy about it. And I've seen people receive it, and I've just seen nothing but postings about this right here. So a little bit about Lio Kaiser. From the abysmal darkness of the Death Zone, the elite combat team known as the Chest Force emerged. Consisting of 6 powerful Decepticon bots, Leozak, Skyhawk, Elbat, Jaruga, Gilbison, and Drillhorn, the Chest Force is determined to aid Deathosaurus in his bid to defeat Starsaber and the Autobots. The Chest Force comes together to form the Gestalt Lio Kaiser, a vicious combiner bot with the power of invincibility. Sounds like a super dope character, and I wish I knew more about him, which is the reason why I didn't get it. But now that it's getting into people's hands, a lot of collectors are really enjoying what HasLab has done. I haven't seen any complaints about it just yet. I'm not saying go out and get it, but I'm also saying look into it if you're into that right there. I like the way it looked. I'm probably not going to get it because I really want it to be more for the fans. I know there's bigger fans of this guy out there, and I want this to be in your hands. So if you have it, let me know. What do you think about it? If you don't have it, is it something that you might want to add? If you're a big G1 person, that's another cool figure to have. I'm a sucker for combiners, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't really justify it. I couldn't hide a $300 figure coming into this household. Mimi would see it and she would kill me. That's why. Be careful with my items, things that come in. Be careful with that stuff. Gotta be careful with that. I would die. All right, you guys. Before I run the giveaway, And I'll go ahead and show this to you guys before I run the giveaway, which for you guys, hashtag Autobots. 2 winners today. There will be 2 winners of a comic capsule today. US and Canada only. Please, if you're overseas, it'd be really difficult for me to get it to you. But 2 winners today. Hashtag Autobots. Start throwing that hashtag in there. I'm going to start collecting some names here. 2 winners of a comic capsule today. I'm going to leave this up for just a little bit. Leave that up for just a little bit. All right, bringing it down. Some more people came in. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Look at that. My question is, where is my Lio Kaiser? Still waiting on mine. It'll be there, Big Easy. I know you'll get it soon. Brian Elsie, what's wrong with Megan? Yes, madam. There is a giveaway. Holy shit. Derek's in the house. What's up, man? What's up, Derek? Thanks for coming by and hanging out, man. I really appreciate you coming by and kicking it with me. I think you need the Transformers Stern pig. Yes, we're actually going to try to petition for my the brewery that I go to get that. We're legit trying to petition for that. So let's see what happens. I'd like to win today. Please, thank you. God bless you all. And you know what, Steph? Just because you put in the hashtag, you have a chance. You have 2 chances to win. Everyone throw it in the hashtag. So before running this right here, final thoughts. I got final thoughts. At what point did collecting become a problem? At what point in your life did collecting become a problem? And this isn't a, do you need help? This is more along the lines of, this is when I realized I couldn't stop. This is when I realized I need more. And that's what happens when you collect, right? There's certain things that you just like, especially if it's things like figures and comic books. You know, there's things that you just like, and then you do more research and you're like, holy crap, I didn't know that there's a variant or a different color or a different comic book cover for this, or a different artist did this cover from this shop. And then all of a sudden there's just this rabbit hole you can go down when it comes down to collecting, especially with all of the items that are out in this world. What some person might say, I don't know what that is, it might be worth $2,000 to somebody else. So at what point in your collecting life did it become a problem to you? And again, I'm not saying a problem. I'm just saying more along the lines of, when did that excitement kick into like 5th gear and you're like, this is it. Like, I need to continue on with this. For me, I'll tell you guys this. It actually started when I got my first knockoff Optimus Prime, which I actually won in a game back in 2020. Like, I was collecting comic books and I was like reading them and having a good time with comic books and enjoying them. And I had some figures. I just didn't know where to go. I knew about the third-party figures and stuff like that. But once I actually got my hands on the Transform Element Op Leader, that is a very heavy third-party version of Optimus Prime, but a very solid figure too. That's when I knew I need to know more about these third-party figures. I need to know more about these third-party figures. Why do they look good? Why do they look cartoon accurate? Why didn't Hasbro give this to us in the first place? So this figure for me, that's when it became a problem. That's when doors opened and said, hey, there's more over here. And then I met other people in the Transformer community just over the last year, matter of fact, right? You know, just within the last year, like, my focus has shifted from comic books to Transformers. And for me, it's this is really where my passion's been. I mentioned this before, but for me, where it started and actually kicked in the whole third party thing was that one right there. Because I would go to the store and I would see Transformers there and I would be like, there's just something about them that they still look like a toy. I'm an older folk now. I require certain quality in my figurines. So when I was introduced to these third parties, I'm like, wow, these things are amazing and fantastic. So for me, Transform Element Op Leader is where it started, and I just went down this rabbit hole of collecting. And it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride, and thanks to the homies that I met in the Transformer community and some of my comic book guys too. Like they're into Transformers too, and they kind of like introduced me and showed me some stuff too. I'm not going to be like, I'm not the spokesperson for our community. I'm not the person to go to for information about. I'm the person that's going to tell you, look what I got. This is cool. I'm that guy. But I have fun doing it, And there's other people that'll be able to tell you a little bit more about certain figures when they come out, But what matters most is that I'm enjoying what I'm adding to my collection. The problem now, other than money, you gotta watch your wallet. You gotta be responsible. Please be responsible, guys, for the love of God. But now my issue is the lack of space. I don't have space for some of these right here. So I guess the problem really isn't. Well, it is what I'm buying. The problem isn't just what I'm buying, but it's where am I gonna put them? Where am I gonna put? Hello, Quentin's in the house. What's up, Quentin? What's good? This guy, right? Pop, get out. Get out. That's a problem right there. See, this is a problem right here. This. That's a problem. But what about you? When did it become a problem for you? And again, we're just having fun with this right here. And no, Don, if you're still here, collecting is not a problem. The problem is storage and what to do with the boxes. It's all about the boxes. Ooh, I don't have any comic capsules. Hey, you might have a chance to win some. Let's go ahead and throw that out one more time, you guys. Hashtag Autobots. Make sure you guys throw in that hashtag for a chance to win a comic capsule. Look, as soon as I had adult money, that's when it became a problem for Jonathan. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't want to stop. You can't make me. Matt's in the house. What's going on, Matt? I don't have a problem. You have a problem. I'm not crying. You're crying, she says. Quentin, the only problem is if you begin collecting things you don't need or want. Yeah. Yeah, that could be a real problem, right? But then Madam says, isn't that everyone? It's not you. It's not me. It's you. For Cynical Banana, as soon as I got the first MP figure, Magic Tour Prime, yeah. Is that the Magic Square Optimus Prime that you're talking about, the Cynical Banana? The 2023 one, the special edition one? The almost perfect Optimus Prime? That's an awesome Optimus. Yes, it is, Pop. It's an amazing one. I love it. Three Good Nerds is in the house. Good Friday. What's going on? Happy Friday to you, man. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. Transformers were cool. I remember watching as a little girl and vividly remember an episode where missiles jetted out of a female Transformer's breast. I was horrified. I'm pretty sure you're talking about some other Japanese anime that did that, but I get it. It's not a problem. I can stop anytime I want. Save your money, buy liquor and guns and gold. It's spoken like a true Arizonan. As long as you're collecting is fun and you don't stop. Yeah, it's got to be fun. That's the important thing. It has to be fun. Absolutely, because that's what collecting does. It makes us happy. It makes us happy. Why not is a very dangerous habit. Oh, what not? Yeah, I can see that. Megatron was right. Again, That's becoming an issue there, Pops. Yeah, that's the one. I got that one too. I love it. All right, check it out later in a bit. Here, Stephanie. Like and subscribe. Great show. Even better. Oh, Derek, you're just being kind. Mike, what are you doing, Mike? You are already. You just want the video. I will give you another video. I'll give you. There. You happy? You know what? We'll get into that in a little bit. All right. Hashtag Autobots. Everyone's in. I gotta get going, but before I go, I promised you guys this right here. We're gonna go ahead and draw the first one in 3. Okay, never mind. I went ahead and pressed it already. First winner. Oh, Bryant. Boom. Get a comic capsule, my friend. Look at you. Congratulations, Bryant. We're removing your name, and whoever hasn't played better add the hashtag in here because I'm going to draw this one more time. So if you haven't added your hashtag here, you have a quick second to add to this. My new channel name might become I Have Collecting Issues. Masterclass, baby. There you go. My mom tells me I need to stop buying toys, but I'm 50 and I want toys. I have wants for toys. Yes, you do. Look at that. Brian's already saying I want blue. All right, Brian. I'll send you the blue one. But we're not done because we have another one. We're gonna draw again. There we go. Winner number 2. Let's see who wins this one right here. 22. 22 now gets one. All right. So I have blue, purple, red, and yellow 22. Brian already told me he wants blue. I still have blue left, so let me know which one you want as well. Hit me up on Instagram, you too. Congratulations to Brian. I have comic issues and our boy 22. What a do. And thanks to everyone for coming out today. I greatly appreciate everyone coming by, hanging out here on the Confabulation every Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And I do have to say, next week, I will not be here. I won't have a show next week. I have another dentist appointment to get to, but there will be another show the week after, where on that show, I will also give away 2 more comic capsules to you guys. That's the only reason why I'm doing these 2 comic capsules, because I missed shows prior. So I want to be fair to you guys. You guys are here. You guys want comic capsules. I'm going to try to give them to you. So thank you to everyone for coming by and hanging out. Thank you to people who are watching this here on the Rewind. And I will catch you on the next